Hi everyone, it's Daniel here. Today I'll be reviewing another sitcom, and this is going to be probably the most popular sitcom of all time, and it is Only Fools and Horses, the complete collection. So yep, really good DVD box set, a lot better than the other box set, which comes in like you know multicoloured cases, from red to blue. Yeah, it's definitely a great box set to have in your collection. It came out about 6-7 years ago, and yeah. I love the colour. So it's the front, created by John Sullivan, of course. Well, written and created by John Sullivan. God rest his soul. It includes all 7 series and 15 Christmas specials and 19 discs. Very cool, I like that. So yeah, here's the front, here's the spine. Yeah, we have Del Boy right there, played by David Jason, or Sir David Jason. Got his book right there, Lessons I've Learned, The Del of a Life. And then there's Rodney, Del's younger brother, played by Nicholas Lyndhurst, who's been in other shows such as Goodnight Sweetheart, Going Straight. He played Gary Sparrow in Goodnight Sweetheart, and Fletcher's son Raymond in Going Straight, the sequel to Porridge. And then we have Leonard Pierce, who plays Grandad. Yeah, so yeah, there's Grandad Trotter. I think his real name's Edward. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. Unfortunately, Leonard Pierce passed away in 1984, just as they were about to start working on Series 4. And then, yeah, so that's the early trio, and then the later trio, which features Uncle Albert, played by Buster Merryfield. And yeah, they did a funeral episode for Grandad, which was really sad but really sweet. And yeah, Uncle Albert came along and yeah, basically replaced him. So yeah. Albert is, of course, Grandad's brother, and yeah, Buster Merryfield played him really well. I don't know which one I prefer. I don't want to get into that debate, but yeah, both funny characters. They were planning on adding a woman to the show, but that would not work. So they just got Buster Merryfield in as Uncle Albert, or Great Uncle Albert. So yeah, I quite like the spine. And then you have the Nelson Mandela house in the background, which they used to tell blocks throughout the series. And yeah, so here's the back. We've got all the episodes. Should I read them all? Yeah, go on then. So, yeah, Series 1, we have the episodes Big Brother, Go West Young Man, Cash and Curry, the second time around, Slow Bus to Chintford, and the Russians are coming. And then we have the Christmas special, Christmas Crackers. Series 1 to 5 were produced by Ray Butt and directed by Martin Shadlow. Well, the first series was directed by Martin Shadlow, and then Ray Butt was both the producer and the director. Up until Series 5, which was directed by Mandy Fletcher and Ray Butt. And then Tony Dow came in 1988, and then for Series 6 onwards, we had Gareth Gwendon. So, yeah, very cool. So that's Series 1, plus the Christmas special. Series 2, we have Long Legs of the Law, Ashes to Ashes, The Losing Streak, No Great to Love, The Yellow Peril, It Never Rains, A Touch of Glass, of course, and Diamonds Are for Heather. If you've not watched A Touch of Glass, fantastic episode, never gets old. That's the one with the chandelier, and the Mr. Kipling joke as well. So yeah. Series 3, we have Homesick, Healthy Competition, Friday the 14th, Yesterday Never Comes, May the Force Be With You, Wanted, Who's a Pretty Boy, Thicker Than Water, which is the episode where the Trotter's father, or Del's father, comes round and visits them on Christmas, which, yeah, makes Del Boy very angry. And then we have Series 4, which is the series which Grandad's funeral takes place, and yeah. So we have Happy Returns, Strained Relations, Hole in One, It's Only Rock and Roll, Sleeping Dogs Lie, Watching the Girls Go By, and As One Door Closes. So yeah, first series with Uncle Albert. And then with the Christmas special, the first true special of Only Fools and Horses. The other specials are like half an hour long and they feel like normal episodes. But this one doesn't even take place at Christmas. They go to Amsterdam to smuggle some diamonds. Roy Slater's, of course, the main antagonist. And yeah, played brilliantly by Jim Broadbent, who the character debuted in May the Force Be With You. And yeah, and also we've got other characters in this series as well. Of course, we've got Boise, played by the great late John Challis, Trigger, played by the great late Roger Lloyd Pack, and who else we've got? We've got Mike, the landlord, who debuts in Who's a Pretty Boy, which also Denzel debuts in that episode as well, and his wife Corrine, which sadly her actress Eva Motley passed away just a couple of years after she appeared in Only Fools and Horses. So yeah, Mike was brilliantly played by Ken MacDonald, who's sadly passed away as well. He played Gunnar Nobby Clark in It Ain't Half Hot Mum, which I've done a review of that. I will link that in the description. And Denzel's played by Paul Barber. So yeah, another great actor. Seen him in a couple of other pieces of media. The Full Monty, he played Horse, and I think he was in To the Man and Born. Sorry, I was talking about Back, and then I was talking about To the Man and Born. So yeah, great special. The first true Christmas special from Only Fools and Horses. Absolutely fantastic. The closest thing we'll ever get to a Only Fools and Horses film. There's no laugh track or audience. It's all like filmed in millimeter film and live locations and stuff. Even the flat is like filmed in a real flat instead of a set, and yeah, absolutely fantastic special, and yeah, just funny throughout, even without an audience or a laugh track. So yeah, and then we move on to series 5, which contains the episodes from Prussia with Love, The Miracle of Peckham, The Longest Night, 2 for 3, Video Nasty, and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which features Jumbo Mills, played by Nick Stringer, who also played the Australian man in Go West Young Man, which was series 1, episode 2. Oh, another character, we have Sid, played by Roy Heather, the cafe owner, and yeah, Sid's calf, of course, and yeah, his rotten food. And then we had the controversial Christmas special, Royal Flush, which it's not a bad episode. I think the ending was quite rushed. Maybe if they maybe if John postponed the episode to say New Year's Day or something, or just, well, not scrap the episode entirely, but probably like postpone it to a later date, then yeah, I think the episode would have been better. But it's quite funny, and yeah, I mean, you've got Trigger in it, and yeah, it's quite a funny episode. So yeah, definitely recommend that one. I've not watched the full version, which yeah, I'll definitely need to do that at some point. And then we had the 1987 Christmas special, The Frog's Legacy. Massive improvement from Royal Flush, very underrated. Absolutely adore that episode. We find out who Freddie the Frog is, who is Rodney's real father, and yeah, just a great special. And then we had the 1988 episode, Christmas special, Dates, absolutely fantastic. We get introduced to 2 new characters, Raquel Turner, played by Tessa Pete Jones, and Nevis Neris, played by Andrew Bernard. So yeah, absolutely funny special, one of my favourite episodes. And yeah, from this episode onwards, we get Gareth Gwendolyn and Tony Dow as the producer and director respectively. And then we have series 6, which is probably my favourite series. So the episodes are Yuppie Love, Danger UXD. Of course, that's the episode with the blow-up dolls. I love that one. It scared me a lot when I was little. I know. And then we have Chain Gang with Arnie, who does the fake heart attacks in the restaurants. The Unlucky Winner Is, where Rodney has to lie about his age whilst in Mallorca. Sickness and Wealth, and Little Problems, where Rodney and Cassandra get married. So yeah, Rodney meets Cassandra at evening class in the episode Yuppie Love, and they get married at the end of the series, which yeah, lovely. And then they play on him at the years. Oh, such an emotional scene. I think everyone was crying at the time, I know. And then we had the 1989 Christmas special, which is the Jolly Boys Outing, of course, classic episode. And then we have the 1990 Christmas special, Rodney Come Home. Really good one, very underrated, I love that one. Absolutely funny. Also, I love this description at the top, at the end it says, from the very first scam to the final bonjour, which, yeah, Dell's very bad at French if you've watched the series. And then we have series 7, the episodes are The Sky's the Limit, Chance of a Lunchtime, Stage Fright Class of 62, Ain't Heavy Is My Uncle, and Three Men, a Woman and Baby. So that's the episode where Damien's born. And yeah, series 7 is another great series. And then we have the 1991 Christmas special, Christmas specials, Miami Twice Part 1 and Miami Twice Part 2. Part 1, The American Dream, just sort of a normal Only Fools and Horses episode, 50 minutes. But at the end they go to the airport, bump into Richard Branson, and yeah. And then we have Part 2, To Be in England, which absolutely epic. I love that. I love that. I love this episode. Absolutely fantastic. They go to well, Del and Rodney end up being in Miami, you know, because, well, watch the episode and you'll find out. They finally make it to Miami, and then they bump into this mafia. Rico's the leader, and then of the pack, and then their father is a lookalike of Del Boy, Donna Shetty, I believe his name is, and a lot of action. We have Boise, Marlene. Marlene is Boise's wife, who debuts in Sleeping Dogs Lie, and also their dog Duke debuts in that episode as well. So yeah, he's quite a funny character. Absolutely loves Rodney. And then we have the son Tyler as well. I've not watched The Green Grass. I need to watch that at some point. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. The DVD version is a bit longer, but the TV version doesn't contain the laugh track. Yeah, both versions, and they contain different music as well because of copyright issues. So yeah, some of the scenes were cut out from the DVD version because of copyright, but which is a shame. But you know, we just got to deal with it, I guess. Live and move on, I guess. So yeah, and then we had the 1992 special with An Ageless Son with the Peckham Spring, which is of course the tap water. 1993 special, Fatal Extraction with the Riot, and then Del meets Beverly, and that's a really underrated episode. I absolutely love that episode. I remember watching the Riot scene when I was younger. And then we have Heroes and Villains, Modern Men, and Time on Hands, which classes the 1996 Christmas trilogy as 3 specials. Heroes and Villains is fantastic, of course, classic. Modern Men, absolutely heartbreaking at the end. Cassandra has a miscarriage, and yeah, they made that scene so funny and so sad at the same time. I don't know how they did that, but John Sullivan could, because Del tells Rodney to be a man, and yeah, I've just spoiled it for you, but too bad. Well, you probably most likely watched the show anyways, or at least watched up to the 1996 Christmas specials. And then we have Time in the Hands, where they finally become millionaires. So, good on them. And then we have that was supposed to be the last episode. You can kind of tell it is, but we also have 3 2000s Christmas specials. So we have the 2001 Christmas special, They Could See Us Now, which they ended up losing the money due to a crash and market crash and all that, and end up being back at the flat. And then Del goes on this game show called Gold Rush. It's quite a funny episode, I like that one. And then we have the 2002 Christmas special, which is probably the best out of the 3. Strangers on the Shore definitely feels like an Only Fools and Horses episode. They go to France to remember Uncle Albert, meet a few of his friends, which also have like massive white beards. And yeah, it's quite a funny episode. James Ellis plays, I believe his name is George, and absolutely fantastic. Love that one. And then we have Garley as well. I know, absolutely funny. Yeah, Damien, I don't mind Damien in these specials. I think a few people have said he's a bit annoying, but I don't mind him. And then we have the final episode, which is Sleepless in Peckham. Absolutely great episode. Cassandra finally gives birth, and then Rodney decides to name the baby Joan after Del and Rodney's mother, which is really sweet, and it's just a really nice way to end off the series, in my opinion. So yeah. And this DVD box also includes the story of Only Fools and Horses, and the behind the scenes special from 2002. For contractual reasons, certain edits have been made. Yeah. So we get 2 box sets, which is pretty cool. So this is series 1 to Dates, and this is series 6 to Sleepless in Peckham. So yeah, I'll show you the discs. Got a booklet as well. Quite a lot in there. So we have series 1 and 2. Yeah, I've gone into a lot of detail with the episodes, but yeah, might as well. Another booklet. Tony Angelino. So many characters in the show. We've got Jevon, Chris, all like characters appear in only a very few amount of episodes, but like they're that iconic. And then we have Cassandra's parents, Alan and Pamela Parry. They're fantastic, and just think Only Fools and Horses is a great show. You know, the characters got older, and yeah, it's just nice seeing them progress through life with a few ups and downs, but you know, a few bumps in the way. But yeah, so we have series 1, the disc for that series, and then we have series 2. That's the episode "It Never Rains" when they go to Benidorm. Absolutely fantastic episode. Series 3. Series 3 disc 1, and then series 3 disc 2. Series 4, the hole-in-one episode where Albert, you know, falls down them stairs. Well, falls down that hole in the pub, and in Nag's head. Well, doesn't really. To Hollenbach, of course. Series 5. Yeah, Rodney with his tan. Royal Flush and the Frog's Legacy, both on disc, and of course dates. So yeah, we have Del and Raquel on here. Of course, they drive the 3-wheel van, which I think the box set was inspired from the inside of the 3-wheel van, you know, with the tiger stripes and all that, or the tiger spots, or leopard spots, I don't know. I know. Ronnie and Cassandra get married, Jolly Boys outing, Ronnie come home, Tony Angelino, Quiet, Damien. We get a photo from Mother Nature's son, I believe that's Time on the Hands. So we could picture the main 3 cast. Fatal Extraction when they're in the casino. And yeah, behind the scenes, Del and Rodney, that's pretty cool, and yeah. I think I might have already shown you that actually, but don't matter, might as well show you again. Series 6 with the blow-up doll. That blow-up doll doesn't actually appear in the episode. And there's like 3 in the episode, and yeah. Also, not forgetting Dirty Barry, played brilliantly by Walter Sparrow. I can't talk today, I'm sorry. Just excited to review this box set, I guess. Series 6, disc 2. I love Series 6, like that's the first series where like, yeah, because John Sullivan was writing like these half-an-hour scripts, but he was kind of like going over that limit, and he had to cut loads of them down. So David Jason himself was like, how about you make the episodes 50 minutes? And yeah, so he did that. Very cool. Then we had the Joy Boys out to Rodney come home, and also mentioned Touch of Glass. Yeah, that scene, literally, like, David Jason and Nicholas Lyndhurst were threatened by rape, but he was like, if you laugh in this scene, you're fired. I know, that would have been the end of Only Fools and Horses, and they laughed, I know. Spooky. Series 7 disc 1, Series 7 disc 2. I love how Raquel became a main character, and, you know, her and Del made up after the, you know, the aftermath of dates and all that. And then they're meeting the Jolly Boys outing, and we have also the Great Ramondo. We have Miami twice, both parts. Mother Nature's Son and Fatal Extraction, Heroes and Villains, Modern Men and Time on Hands. If They Could See Is Now Strangers on the Shore, and Seamus and Peckham in the Story of Only Fools and Horses, which is the only disc to be rated 12. So, yeah. I love Only Fools and Horses, classic sitcom, one of my favourites, never gets old. However, yeah, I think some episodes I prefer over others, of course, but yeah, I think every sitcom's like that. So yeah, 64 episodes, John Sullivan died at 64. I don't think the show needs to come back. And the actor who played Mickey Pearce, Patrick Moray, he wants the show to come back and he wants to start acting in it again, but I doubt that'll happen. I'd love it like a comic relief special or something. They've done a few of them before, but yeah. And they actually did an episode called, I'm trying to remember the name, it was License to Drill, that's what it was, showed in schools and whatnot, and yeah, it was quite interesting, so yeah. Only Fools and Horses, classic sitcom. If you've not watched it or watched like a few episodes, then definitely give the whole series a watch. It's only about, the show only takes 41.5 hours to watch, which, yeah, that's completely understandable for a sitcom that lasted 22 years and 64 episodes. So yeah, thank you for watching everyone. This has been my review of Only Fools and Horses, the complete collection. Let me know what you think of this DVD box set. Let me know what you think of the show. Do you like it? Do you dislike Only Fools and Horses? I really want to know. And yeah, tell me your favourite episode. Tell me your favourite character. Tell me what you want. But anyhow, thanks once again everyone, and I shall see you next time. Take it easy, and as always, peace.